Yeah, so I've about finished all the cleaning up of the fins and everything. I've done all the edges. I've gone over it all again. There's bits in there as well. And I've done the texturising on the top of the fins there. You can see that, I think. And this thing's been in the parts washer. Had a good swill out with the parts washer fluid and engine degreaser and cleaner. And then a good shampooing and soaking and drying off with an air gun. All the passages are clear, everything's all right. Couldn't get all this staining out of here, but it won't matter. It's you know, it's just what it is. Just going to give this a couple of goes on the paper. Getting a bit of a pattern going now, figure of 8. Right, let's have a look at that. Right, 1, 2. Okay, then this is another little sit-down job, because I like little sit-down jobs. And a little tip for you. If you are doing this rub and buff, in between fins, if you can't get a screwdriver in there, get some of these print cleaning swabs. They're for the heads of printers. We use these at work, and you can get them on Amazon. Well, just search for printing head cleaners or whatever, swabs. Brilliant for the job, absolutely excellent. Now then, let's have a quick spray over with brake cleaner, just to make doubly sure, triply sure, quadruply sure that it's not got any grease on it. Another good idea is to wear gloves with this rub and buff. Oh yes, as I say, you don't need lots, there's loads on that already. Sort of move it around. Oh, nice squeaky sound as well. Oh, that's looking nice. Credit where it's due, I got this idea from Craig Jones at the Doghouse. He told me about this originally a few years ago now, and then he did do a video on it, I think. But I thought, because people were asking me about it, because I've been, you know, championing it myself, so I thought I'll spread the joy, spread the love, and tell others about it. You can get it right in there. It'll do the underneath as well at the same time, one of these swabs. Obviously I'm not going to bore you to death with all of this. It's going to take me a little while to get this on. So I'll turn you off, recharge my batteries, and come back when we're a little bit further on. Before I do it all, I'll just show you the workmanship. I'll just show you the fins before I put any of that rub and buff over them. That's quite a lot of work to do that. Yeah, awful lot of work really, but it's worth it in the end, isn't it? So hopefully it'll all come out, that's before I've buffed it up, it'll all come out pretty uniform and in colour and everything. Yeah, not like this where it's dark and... Yeah, right, okay. Somebody asked what tools I've used doing this. You know, the machining of the fins and everything. Now then, as I remember, yeah, one of those in the grinder. Made in Switzerland, yeah. Yeah, one of those just to get in the start, just get all the rough bits out. And then, this is an old file. Now this file, when I got it, was bent as a 9-bob note, as they say in England. And I thought, well, it's no good as a file really. So I've got an exchange set from Zorro Tools, and I thought, well, I've got to use this for something. So they're always handy, even if they're bent, aren't they? But it's fairly straight now. I think it does curve up a bit. But I just cut it off, and then rounded the corners off on this. Can you see? Just rounded the corners off, and just machined away a bit on the very end, so it wasn't grinding or filing on the very end. And I used that just to go right inside the fins there, as far as they'd go. And yeah, there you go, it's quite deep in there, you see. So I did all that. I did the same thing with the outer shapes of the fins. I mean, a lot of these, they were so bad, I had to put a slight taper. It didn't come out to a 90-degree return, that's what I'm saying. I had to do a slight taper, and then flat, machine flat this the outside edge. So we have got a a sort of square edge, but it joins a taper, if you know what I mean. Yeah, filed it all smooth, and then got it on the buffer wheel, buffed it all up, so that put the shine on the outer edges of the fins. And then I got the Dremel, as I've shown you before, on the gearbox, the Dremel with the die grinder bit on the burr, and just lightly went over to give it the texture again. And you see the texture there. And after that, it was just a matter of putting the old rub and buff on, just to bring it all into one sort of colour, But yeah, it come out all right, really. Not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, there's bits, but how far do you go? You know what I mean? And to me, to my eyes, it looked fine. So I'm going with it. In the book, valve spring free length inner 1.897 inches. Turn my calipers on. Zero that off. We're in inches. Say 1.897. 1.9695, so that's over that, so that's obviously, I think that's within spec. Check it again. 1.897, 1.897. Fair bit bigger, isn't it? Right, well, let's check the other one then. That's 1.970. 2.16. That's the outer spring. 2.145. 2.15, I'd say. That's from the flat parts. So that's longer. So I'm guessing that's good, because it's not slack, is it? It's not less than that. If it was less than that, yeah, I think we're all right. Right, I've got to. I notice on this there's a bit of a, point it out to you, bit of a little nick. Well, it's not a nick. It's, I don't know what it is. It's on the edge. A little bit of a rise there. Well, it's been dinked or something. So I'm just going to rub that out. File that away. Alright, that's got it. That's got rid of it now. I've cleaned all these bits in the parts washer, a little parts washer, to make sure there's no bits on them or anything. So I'll dry them off when we get to fitting them. I've got the intake valve here. I'll get it out. That's it. I'll put a bit of oil down the stem, put a little bit of rubber washer, just stop any oil, rubbish going down into the valve guides. Okay, we'll try that. Make sure I wipe that off my finger first. Getting any better? Oh, it's looking a bit better. Got rid of that shiny couple of lines anyway. So obviously, these would have been ground in when these new valves were put in anyway. But that don't look too bad actually. Right. So I'll clean this one off. Clean this coarse stuff off now and just go in with a fine. Right, so I've cleaned this off completely on the parts washer, and then brake fluid just to make sure I got rid of all that coarse lapping paste, and obviously using a new cloth wherever you come away from it, just get back on with a new cloth. Let's say that don't look too bad for a quick pass. Ooh, it's come off. Right, I think that's better. I put some die chem on it so I could see what we're doing. But yeah, the old grey line's looking more uniform now in there. And the valves, don't need that now. I'll give this all a good clean up now. So the valve's looking alright as well. Nice and uniform, grey, and that's the exhaust, and this is the inlet. Yeah. So quite happy with that. It's better than it was. Right, we're back. Everything's been cleaned off within an inch of its life in the parts washer, and then I took it out the parts washer and give it a good clean and swill out with brake cleaner, and the valves are clean as well, so we're all good on those. That's the exhaust, that's the intake. So yeah, looking all right. So yeah, the parts washer did wash all my rub and buff off, or most of it anyway. So I mean, that's all right. It's what do they say? Function before form. And I can redo that anyway, so I ain't too fussed about that. So next job is to get the valves in. Very expensive gloves these. I mean, why is it, right? Why is it? Have I mentioned this? Before COVID, right, I bought 10 boxes of these. Actually, probably a couple of years before COVID, but 10 boxes of these I bought. £4.50 a box. 45 quid for 10 boxes, yeah? Now, same ones, 20 quid a box. So that's 200 quid for 10 boxes instead of 45. I could never find anything. I could never find anything. Where is that anything? I don't know. Where is my tummy bar? It's not where I left it yesterday. Where is my tummy bar? I know I put it somewhere safe, but I don't know where safe is. Where is my tummy bar? I'll have to use a screwdriver. I know it can't be far. Where is my tummy bar? That looks like it's in. Yep. So the cap looks in good nick. I should just push over that, shouldn't it? working. That should be done. Yeah, so what I think I'll do, I'll just chase these threads out on the spark plug and decompressor. I've got a tap from Tracy Tools, very good tools they are. From I've used them for years. I mean, you buy a tap off them, and it's about the same price as you buy off anywhere else. But these, you get a quality one. You know what I mean? And that's they're made in England. Made in England. M14 by 1.25 Presto. So you get a Presto tap for for the price you'd pay for a cheap one off eBay or something. Always worth dealing with Tracy Tools. Just a little pointer there. So anyway, I bought that tap specially because it will come in handy for all the other spark plugs. I thought I wanted to check them anyway while it's off. You don't want to be doing this job while the head's on the engine, do you? I like to try and do it properly if I can. I just put a bit of oil on this. I haven't got a proper tap driver though because it's right down in the recess there. I can't get the T-wrench in there. It won't do it. It'll just knock into the side. So it's just so I can check it's okay. I can sign it off, in my head. And there's no problems. Well, there shouldn't be because everything, screwed out anyway. So that bar I made, that's gone in all right. I've not tried it in this hole, of course, but yeah. Let me just try it without the ratchet first. There we go. I did check the thread pitch before I ordered the tap, obviously. Where are we getting to? Are we through yet? Yeah, just coming through now. So it should get very easy in a minute. As long as I've not going straight through into the valve or something. Right, let's try a spark plug then. I did notice when I was putting that tool in that I made, which was made out of an old spark plug, it was a bit sort of crunchy, if you know what I mean. Just felt a bit crunchy, so I'm just going to square that up. This is going in easier. Looks the biz. Yeah. So I'll just get the spark plug if I've got it handy. I'm not calling you Andy, I'm just saying handy. What have we got? Ah, here we are. B8ES. Nice. That's spanning lovely. Yeah, that thread looks a lot better in there, doesn't it? Can you see? A lot cleaner. Looks new. Looks like a new thread. Right. Do with some clean paper down now. Hang on. Clean the decks. Brake cleaner does nothing for these surface plates. It just makes them go rusty almost immediately. Right, get some clean paper down. I will oil it up later. 1, 2. Okay then, so that's it all sorted out. I've just put the rockers in just loosely. I know they've got to come off when I fit this thing onto the barrel, but it's just so I don't lose anything, and they're all in the right place and on the right side, and everything matches up, and all the studs are in the right place and everything. Put the spark plug in just so I know where it is. I've cleaned it within an inch of its life. Hold on, There we go, all clean underneath and everything. It's had a damn good blast out with brake cleaner and stuff, and all the bearing surfaces have been treated with the old assembly lube, nice and sticky. What I've also done is, I did film it, so I might stick it on the next video, but I've just drilled this out for the Boyer power box to fit underneath the battery tray. It goes that way up. So while I remember, because I watched a video of Craig doing it, I thought, you know what, I haven't done that yet, so I'm going to do it now, make sure it's done. So that's that. Been going through all the bags and trying to sort the bits out and everything. It's just trying to get rid of some of the crap that's in here. But a lot of this stuff I don't need in here now. I can go back in the lockup. But been sorting out the bags of new stuff that I've bought. So the gearbox, all new stuff in there. Every bag is labelled up. All new parts and stuff. I've noticed I've been buying things twice. Just little things, luckily. But, you know, it's not good, is it, buying stuff twice? So, yeah. So I'm just bagging everything up so I know where it is. When I come to use it, I can just reach in for it, you see. So, got a nice new stainless steel handlebar mount there. I've been checking things on the old parts manual and the yeah, all the tolerance and everything, tolerances for the springs and everything, they're all correct and within spec. And the springs were a lot slightly better than spec, really. But yeah, so yeah, so we've been having a look at the books and making sure everything's there and everything's right. So it's always good to have the manual, which makes a big difference to your confidence boost. You know, it's that what you're doing is correct. You need to check, don't you? What else have I got? Oh, I've got the gearbox oil for the gearbox when we do that. But I say, well, that won't be till the gearbox goes in. Got some dry molly paste as well for the gearbox and the shifter mechanism. I could do with a good clear out in here actually, because a lot of this stuff don't belong in a garage, in my shed. There's some old microphones there, GEC, I think they are. Something. There's an Elvis one there, look, I used to use in the band. Also, I'll show you Mandy's number plate while I'm not doing a lot. So that's it. That's a matte black vinyl on a polished piece of stainless steel. Black on the back as well, with the stainless steel border just showing through. Bit of a bump there, but you won't see it. But yeah, that'll look quite nice on the bike. Next job, I think we'll be getting on the engine, which is under that cover there, under the welding blanket. Got a box full of bagged up stuff in here for the engine and the primary. If you're interested, some levers and stuff. Up here we've got the, oh, I've got a new one of those, the good one. It's aluminium, I think it is. There's the tool I made for the wheel bearing. Fitting that in, I've just poshed it up a bit. There's Captain Scarlet, look, keeping an eye on things. Oh, what have you got for me, Mandy? Let's have a look at you.
Come.
Let me come round here. Mandy's got me something to eat. All right, Mandy, not been very well, have you, darling? No, not been very well. But she's all right now.
I'm on the mend.
Yeah, and you brought me some food. Yeah. Look at those, look, oh, lovely.
Egg mayonnaise.
Oh, egg mayonnaise. I bet you can't wait to get back on your bike, can you?
Well, yeah, it slowly does it. But,
yeah.
I'm just getting used to the car now, so.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we need you back in here, so as well, you know, so we can do the bike together, Mandy.
I know, but I'm still waiting for Radio Therapy to come through. So.
Oh no, yeah, poor thing. So yeah, so that's it then. That's the end of this video, and we'll see you all next time in the shed. Thanks for watching, everybody. Say bye-bye, Mandy.
Bye.